Hey everybody, welcome to Forward. We're a new type of doctor's office that's providing preventative primary care with world-class doctors supported by the most advanced medical technology. Now at Forward we do things a little bit differently. We allow our members to schedule same-day visits through one click of an app. So they would schedule their visit, they would walk in, they would check in. Now there is no waiting room because there is no waiting. So I would walk over to my body scanner right here. Now this body scanner is incredible. It's just one of the few things that makes us a little bit different than your normal doctor's office. Traditionally, people might visit their doctor 2-3 times a year. Our members take more of a proactive approach by visiting 2-3 times a month. Now this body scanner, it's going to take a 3D body model using millimeter precision technology to get the most accurate metrics for my health. Now this allows our doctors to then show me how things like exercise and diet and nutrition will actually affect these metrics. Now what's really cool is that it's also going to take a full EKG on my heart, which allows me to take a deeper look into my heart health and continue building preventative plans with my doctor if something were to come back alarming. Now what's neat is that I'm able to always come in on a daily basis if I wanted to and check these metrics and see how they're updating over time. Why don't we go ahead and check it out? So all I would do is just tap into my demo account. Then I would go ahead and select my gender. Now what's happening is the body scanner is creating and building a thermal map of my body, which allows it to detect my body temperature, and it's going to show me in real time on the screen, which is pretty cool. Now in a moment, the body scanner is going to prompt me to take my left hand, just lay it flat on this ledge and just slide it straight back towards the wall. Because what it's doing is it's actually using red light spectroscopy to shoot light through my hand, allowing it to detect my heart rate. But using that same technology, it's also allowing us to measure the oxygen levels in my blood, which is also known as my blood oxygenation. And after we've captured both of those metrics, I'm then going to grab this bar directly in front of me like so. And it's actually going to start measuring. This is pretty interesting. It's going to start measuring the electrical currents running through my hand throughout the rest of my body, building a body composition. First you see body water percentage, but let's go a little bit further. Next you're going to see fat tissue percentage, followed by muscle, and then lastly, bone and tissue. Now this equals 100, this is my body composition, and now we're able to detect my resting metabolic rate. And my resting metabolic rate is essentially how much energy I'm burning throughout the day. Even if I was standing still, it's still actually taking all that into consideration. Now this is incredible. This is that EKG that I was talking about. It's measuring those same electrical currents running throughout my hand, throughout the rest of my body, all through my entire heart, giving me a better picture of my heart health. But also pay note to those curves, the rises and the falls. That's actually the body scanner detecting my respiratory rate, my breaths per minute, which is pretty neat. Now this last part, it's that 3D body scan. I'm just going to go ahead and relax. And in a moment, it's going to start to gently rotate towards the left, towards the right, and then back to the center. I'm going to stay super still because I want it to create the most accurate model of myself. So it's about to start. And what it's doing, the technology, is it's actually using 24 depth sensors, which is just a fancy way of saying 24 really cool cameras. And it's shining light all around my body at all different angles to create this millimeter precision model of me. Now it's spinning back towards the right. And what's really neat is that this body scanner, it's completely non-invasive, but it's also non-radiative. So someone could do it 100 times. Even if they're pregnant, it's never going to actually harm them, which is really great. And it's going to start bringing me back to the center in a moment. And once we gather all this information, it's going to be directly synced to the big screen or the exam room with your doctor, so they're able to review it. But it's also going to go to my Forward mobile app. So I'll also have access to this information. Now it's doing a few last calculations to build this model. And here it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and relax. So this is my 3D body model. It's incredible. But just having the model is one thing. Now let's actually look at those metrics that I was explaining. So first we're gonna take a look at my weight. But then let's get a little bit more specific. We're gonna start targeting different areas of my body. First, my upper arm. Then we're gonna go to my chest. And then you're gonna see waist, followed by hip. Now, waist to hip ratio, that's very interesting because it actually correlates to heart health. So it's important that my doctor has this information so they can start making adjustments to my body to see how things are trending over time and making sure that I'm actually normal and healthy. And then lastly, you're gonna see leg. So that's it, that's the body scanner. After that, we're gonna head to the exam room. Let's check it out. Now, another thing that makes Forward really different is our real-time blood testing. So normally when you go to a doctor, you would have your blood drawn, they would send it out, and it may take 3 to 5 days for it to come back, but that doesn't really make sense, right? Like you're not going over your information in real time. Well, that's why Forward, we've actually built our own blood processing lab on site. So what would happen is we would have you come in, we'd work with one of our medical assistants. We use this infrared vein mapper, which is essentially going to highlight my veins, my arm, making for a nice clean poke. Then we're going to take the blood to the back, we're going to throw it into this disc, it's going to start computing. And as you're speaking on your cholesterol levels or your kidney health or your liver health, you're actually going to see the information populate onto the screen. 12 minutes, again, that's all it takes. That's important. So if you're discussing your cholesterol levels, look, now we can see what's in range and what's out of range. So then you can build these personalized plans with your doctor and hopefully mitigate and prevent serious things from ever happening. Now, the last thing that I want to show you, it's incredible. It's our genetic testing. A lot of you guys at home have probably done a genetic test before, and that's great. It gives a lot of valuable information, but a lot of our members have felt that they don't know what to do with that information, or it's even a little scary. Well, at Forward, we take a different approach. Included in membership is a 23andMe genetic screening kit. Now, we would give you this information, we would allow you to take the kit home, submit it, and once those results come back, you're able to schedule an over hour-minute follow-up with your doctor to have those results interpreted. It's one thing to have the information, it's another thing to actually know what to do with it. So, let's say we find something in your DNA that shows that you might have a coronary artery disease risk or an acute heart attack risk. This information is valuable because now you and your doctor can start building these personalized preventative plans much earlier on in life rather than waiting until it's too late. But then even one step further, what about medication sensitivities? What about what's affecting each other? Plavix or warfarin, that information is valuable again because we can now, if something were to arise, we can see what medication might work for you, what's going to be sensitive to you, and so forth. Now, the best part is that you're seeing this information on the screen in real time with your doctor, but we want to take it one step further. Our Forward mobile app. Now, you can actually see the information in real time, all at the palm of your hand. You're sitting at home, you have this information, you can scan through, you can see your genetic testing results, you can also see your blood test results in real time, so you can stay plugged in continuously. Well, that's it for today, guys. It's been great seeing everyone. Feel free to take a look at the link in the post. Feel free to give us a call at 415-349-0850 or go to our website at goforward.com. We look forward to talking to you guys soon and seeing you on site.